Hey there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I have my December basket, and this is the first December, I think, since I've had this channel, that I don't have two baskets in December. I think I would go like, I want to use all this stuff, but I'm following my new strategy. If you missed that video, I will link it up here. It'll be, you can maybe at the end of this video, kind of sharing my strategy a little bit, and that's how I started this. This is how this began, but it's just one basket. It's not even overflowing, and I've already actually picked a few things because I put this together a few nights ago and already started warming some stuff. So I'm excited about this, and I'll talk about how I did this. I'll give you a recap of my new strategy, which has really helped me. I think has gotten me excited about melting this. Like I said, I already started digging in here and started using a couple of scents. It was Cashmere and Corduroy from Scentsy, and it was another Scentsy bar that I use. Oh, Slytherin, I think I picked up. And I'm like, you know what? I have a couple bars of this. So I do have quite a bit of Scentsy. I think I got excited. I love fall, but I got tired of fall real quick. That was part of the slump. I haven't really warmed any winter scents, so I'm super excited to jump in. And I have a lot of favorite Scentsy stuff. I also have a lot of vendor stuff. I have Teddy Bees. I have a lot of winter Teddy Bee stuff. So let's get into how I pick this stuff, how it's working with my strategy, and yeah, let's go. All right, so I'm going to start with Scentsy and go from there. So I have a couple of piles in here of Scentsy. The stuff I was excited about, because that's the strategy. Start first with new. Well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to start with Scentsy first, because that's not how I picked this basket out. You're gonna follow along with my brain and how it worked. I think my strategy now is the new stuff. If I'm most excited by a recent haul, use that up first. Use that up first, and then it doesn't become something that I wait a year for or it just sits in a drawer for a long time. If I'm super excited about something new, then that should go in my basket right away. I'm going to stop caring too much about cure times and stuff, because by the time I use it, to be honest, it's probably been a few weeks, a month, 2 months. So that's not really something I'm worried about too much. I mean, there's some vendors that I think do need a little more cure time, but I don't think that about Rose Girls. So here it is. This is the haul that I did in November. This is the winter stuff that I didn't get to warm in November, and that I'm excited about this stuff. So Christmas Eve in Cookie Land. This is one of my favorite scents. This was the Mario pre-order that I got this in, and it was the last Mario pre-order, so I went in and got it. Yoshi the Red-Nosed Dino. So both of these are repurchases of mine. So I'll read the notes. Christmas Eve in Cookie Land is eggnog. I love eggnog. Royal sugar cookie, monster cookie, marshmallow smoothie, and donut holes. And then Yoshi the Red-Nosed Dino is raspberry sauce, pistachio, and marshmallow fluff. Then I did Mario's Home for the Holidays, Christmas Wish, Oh Christmas Tree, toasted marshmallow, royal sugar cookie, and vanilla bean Noel. Really, really excited about these. So that's what's gotten me excited about wax again, and I'll talk about how I'm still using more than I'm bringing in. Silent Night Mode. This is sweet lavender, vanilla balsam, roasted pine cones, and blanket of fresh fallen snow. And so these are all, poured a few months ago, maybe. Thwomps. Thwomps is pine, peppermint, sugar cookie dough, and campfire marshmallow. So this is like the things that I'm most excited for. So I pick about 15 items of things that I'm most excited for. So that wasn't 15, obviously, with Rose Girls. But then I went to Scentsy, and I'm like, I'm really excited about some of these. Like slightly silver bells and all of that. And so I decided let's then go into Scentsy because I'm very excited about some of these scents. Some are newer and some are not. But this one I got also last month. This is Christmas Cactus. It was one of those that came back from the vaults. So wanted to put that in there. And then I went through my winter stuff. And so some of this isn't new, but still excited about it. Red Berry and Spruce. So with that one, I sniffed it and said, yeah, that's a good winter one. Red Currant Wreath. And these are from 2023. This one is from 2022. Oh my gosh. I didn't notice that till just now. This is Polar Bear Hug. I love this scent. Why am I holding on to it? So I love this scent. I don't think I warmed it last year, obviously, since I still have it from 2022. And I'm like, let's throw it in there. Swirling Snowflakes. This is one that I loved. It was in my club for maybe 2 seasons. It's no longer available, but I do love the scent. And I think I might have one more. Maybe I don't. But I love it. It reminds me of the first year that I started melting wax. This was a new scent for Scentsy back in 2022. And I really loved it. Okay. And then Cozy Cardigan. Cozy Cardigan, I think, is the one that stayed in the catalog, and Cashmere and Corduroy is the one that went out, but it recently was in the vault, came out of the vaults, and so I think that's where it is. So I pulled out Cozy Cardigan, and I pulled out Cashmere and Corduroy, but I already used that one. I already warmed that one because I was just super excited. And then we go into more excited here. And then for the other Scentsy I was most excited about, so still part of like that first phase, is Woodland Suede. I love this scent. This is a favorite of mine. I try not to warm it very often because I don't have that many, but it's in my club. But I haven't let my club ship in a long time. I love this scent. I wish it had come out in the vault so other people can get it. This is like my favorite Scentsy scent. I love this scent so much. So I'm like, let's warm it. Let's make December a good month, a really good month where I love everything. Fluffy Fleece. This is from 2022. It'll be interesting to see too how well these cure, because it still smells like Fluffy Fleece to me. I know some people don't like this scent. I love this scent. This is like another maybe top 5 favorite of mine. I love Fluffy Fleece. I did not warm it at all last year. So that's why I'm so excited. Silver Bells, another top favorite of mine. I love this one so much. This is also a club bar. So all the last 3 at least have been club bars. And this is from 2024. So this is from last year. Silver Bells, beautiful. I like to warm that in the bedrooms. Then this was from last Christmas. I was now going to have Wham stuck in my head. Last Christmas. This is Christmas Cookie. This was a scent of the month, and I love this one. It went in my club. It's just a nice bakery and tree scent, and I love that combination of bakery and tree. So I'm like, let's warm it. And then an oldie but goodie that I also fell in love with a few years back when it was the scent of the month in December of 2023, I think. This is Cinnamon Pine Cones. It might have been 2022, but Cinnamon Pine Cones. Yeah, this is such a good one. I really like that one. Oh, that's like, oh, it's so good. Okay. So then the other part of the strategy. So I do have pick 15 or so, 15 to 20 of scents you're excited about, and then go into some scents from my stash, what I'll call my stash. Now, in this case, the Scentsy stuff is my stash, but it's stuff that, okay, it's in my stash. I'm not as excited as I was with the stuff I just shared, but I still want to warm it. So, and I just haven't warmed this one in a long time, so I'm kind of excited about this one. This is Very Snowy Spruce. I think I do want to mix this with like a vanilla or something. Very Snowy Spruce. So I'm just like all about the Christmas tree scents, kind of just smelling like winter in the forest with the trees. I love it. Snowberry. Snowberry I like. So again, I like these scents, but it wasn't like my top, like, oh, these are the first things I'm reaching for. But Snowberry, this came back out last year. It was came back. I guess a vault one that came back. And then Snow-Kissed Cranberry. I don't even know when I got this, where I got this, but Snow-Kissed Cranberry. Christmas Tree. This was from last year. I never warmed it. It was a scent that came out last year. And so I'm going to warm this on, well, maybe not. It doesn't have to be on Christmas, but I'll warm it. And then Whiteout, because I didn't have enough like peppermint scents, I think. And I do have a number of these Whiteouts. Whiteouts? Yeah. So I got Whiteout. And this is a really minty, really nice minty scent. So that is the Scentsy that I pulled for my basket. I'm going to go through this super fast. Okay. Then like the second thing that I was excited about is Teddy Bees. I have a lot of Teddy Bees winter scents, and I wanted to start using them. Many of these are things that I purchased probably 2 years ago, easily. So they've been sitting, curing for a long time. I think Teddy Bees, a lot of people say to cure it for a while. And so I did naturally, not necessarily intentional, because I just have so much wax. So I never got around to it, but I'm excited to warm this Teddy Bees. Speaking of Teddy Bees, I was sitting here recording another video, a different video before I started this. And I look at the time and it was like 1:30 and I'm like, oh, and today's Saturday. It's the day that Teddy Bees has their RTS. I decided I was going to place a small order because my friend Chris here on YouTube, she really loves Milk of the Poppy. Like, she loves that scent so much. So I'm like, I have never smelled it. I'm going to try it. So I bought just 5 things, 5 souffles. That's it. Kept it super, super small. And partly because I really didn't have time to make a list, partly because originally I wasn't going to go in and buy stuff at all after the Rose Girls haul. That was going to be it for the rest of the year. But I looked and I was like, oh man, I missed it. And part of me was like, okay, if I missed it, no big deal. I wasn't really planning on going, you know what I mean? It was one of those, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not. But I looked and it was like 1:30 and I'm like, crap. So I went downstairs. I got it. I got everything I wanted. So Tiffany, I think, is definitely making more wax for the RTS because, like, I had no issues at all. I just went in, ordered, I think I ordered, Milk of the Poppy, Hide, because I heard a lot of people talking about Hide, a couple, like 2 more things, and that was it. All souffles, because I want to keep it small, and then I got everything. So it's very different from the first RTS a couple years ago where it was like Hunger Games. So I don't know. I mean, the new scents always go first. I wasn't even going to try, but I got everything I wanted. So happy about that. So this is Teddy Bees. Excited to warm this stuff. This is Balsam Cashmere. It is, I'm not going to read the scent notes because I can't read them. Besides, it's got vanilla balsam, sugar cookies, and some other things. This is from October of 2023. So then we have, this is from last year. Okay, so this is Rustic Cashmere and Cookies. This is, looks like roasted pine cones and sugar cookies and cashmere, I think, cashmere cream. So, haven't warmed any of that. Tree Farm. Again, I haven't really warmed any tree scents, so I'm excited for these. And talk to me in February when I might be over them. But this is, let's see here, Christmas trees and some other stuff that you can read there on the screen better than I can read without my glasses. So Tree Farm. Okay. Then Santa Claus is coming to town, and this is Fresh Baked Cookies, Candy Canes, and Christmas Trees. And this is from 2023. So these are 2 years, sitting around for 2 years. And then I have Silent Night, and this is, looks like it's got sugar cookies, beach nights, and Palo Santo. I used half the tub last year, I'm guessing, and I want to finish it up. And then we have Christmas Past, and this is also from 2023, so 2 years ago. Holiday, cinnamon, fallen leaves, apples, pine needles, and I think balsam. I'll leave it up there so you can read that. And that's a tub, not been used, but I'm excited about it. And that's how I'm still using my stash and lowering my numbers, but I'm picking things I'm just super excited about. Okay, then I wanted to use, I think I was just in the drawer and saw Fireside Cookies from Salt Mountain Melts. This is roasted pine cones, Palo Santo, marshmallow, fireside, sugar cookies, and this was poured October of 2023. And I don't have very much Salt Mountain Melts left anymore. I did have a Santa's Milk and Cookies, and I smelled it, and it didn't excite me. And it didn't smell very strong, so I decided not to put it in my basket. This smells good. This smells good. Because, again, wanted to have things that I'm excited about. I did keep it. I think when I did the count, I had about 40 things in this basket when I first did it. Now I have a little less. And the 40 number was going to be my cap because I also use, on average, about 40 bars, souffles a month. And so I figured if I kept it to 40, I won't feel overwhelmed with my basket. I'm excited about all this stuff. So this is like, I want to focus on it. And then if I end up using it faster, I can just pick other things that I want and maybe go in for that milk and cookies or whatever. But I just really wanted to focus first on what excites me. In the past, what I had done was I would go through drawer. And yes, I was pulling things that I thought I wanted to melt. So, I mean, that hasn't changed. The little pivot that I made was I used to go drawer for drawer. And sometimes I'd say, oh, I haven't used this vendor in a long time, so I'm going to melt it this month, pull some of that vendor. Or, I haven't used scoops in forever. I should pull a scoop. And that's not what I did this time. This time, in my mind, without even looking through the drawers, I knew Rose Girls, Scentsy, and Teddy Bees. Those were going to be the ones that I felt most excited to warm, and that's where I started. So then this last grouping is things that is just part of my stash that I want to use. But if I get to it, great. If I don't, that's fine too. But I went into the KAEs drawer because I don't have a whole lot of KAEs left, but I also noticed that I only had maybe 2 or 3 things with peppermint in it. And I do like peppermint, especially during the holidays. So I picked up 2 items with peppermint. So this first one is peppermint pine cones, this peppermint candy, pine cones, and Twinkies. This is from October of 2023. So we're going in deep, deep into the stash. And this is from August of 2023. This is peppermint marshmallow. It's sweet peppermint and marshmallow cream. So this kind of rounds out my basket for what was missing. I also felt, I do like coffee a little bit, and I do need to warm the coffee that I have. Coffee doesn't excite me as much as it used to, but I do want to at least try once a month to use a coffee scent. So this is from October of 2023. It's just a sample size, but it's Luke's Diner. It's Absolute Coffee, Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Pancakes, and Vanilla Crunch Donuts. So it's just a little sample, but it's coffee. It's Luke's Diner. I've had it for a very long time, so I chose to put that in there. Then Destination Wax. So this is kind of my old way of thinking. This is the last 2. This is it. This is all I have left. So I figured, let me warm it. It is perfectly the right type of scents for this time of year. Pistachio almond cookie, which is pistachio and almond cookies warm out of the oven, I think is what it says. And then the other one is spiked eggnog. Well, I love eggnog. It's eggnog season right now, so I figured I would put it in my basket. And this is from March of 2023. And this was poured October of 2023. So 2 years old. And then if I warm those 2, I will be done with Destination Wax. I will be done. I'm still trying to kind of close out some vendors that I have so that next year my plan is to maybe, I don't know, it'll open some slots for me. In my brain I think of like, how many slots do I have open that I want to use? There's some new vendors that newer to me that I haven't purchased in a long time. So I think I'll have like my favorite vendors, which are Sassy Girl Aroma, Teddy Bees, Rose Girls, Scentsy, which isn't a vendor, but Scentsy, it's wax. Knowles Farm Scents, Lavender and Speckles, Second and Spruce. I think those will be like the heavy rotation ones. And then I will have like tier 2, I guess, that I just haven't used. I just don't know. How am I going to say this? I haven't purchased too many, so there's still a lot of scents that I'm not familiar with. So that's why they're tier 2. That's why they're tier 2. Like I just haven't purchased as much, but I want to. Would be the Candle Nurse, I think Melting Memories, CQ, Handcrafted Melts. So there's a couple of other vendors I'm sure I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting somebody that I buy often, but that's kind of that grouping. And Britta's, yeah. So that's kind of off the top of my head that I'm thinking. So then Lavender and Speckles, I threw into, one is Merry and Bright. It's warm notes of orange, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And this is from November of 2023. Today I'm warming Lavender and Speckles as well, upstairs and downstairs. So I have been using Lavender and Speckles, and I do have a lot of winter scents. So Birchwood and Buttercream. So I love Birchwood. I didn't love it the first year when I was melting wax for the first time. Loved it the second year, and I love Birchwood. So Birchwood and Buttercream I have there. And then, Rustic Cookie Cabin from Knowles Farm Scents. This is a great scent. So this is sugar cookie dough and roasted pine cone. So don't let me, or don't, I guess, assume that because I said I'm not as excited that I'm not as excited, because I am. But there were the ones that in my brain I reached for first. I love this scent. I'm excited about the scent. I love Knowles Farm Scents. So again, it's not that I'm not excited, but I just, in my brain, I had to organize it in some way on probably what I'm going to reach for first. Maybe that's the way to look at it. I'm going to reach for Rose Girls first, and probably Scentsy second, and Teddy Bees third, and then anything else that I have, or I'm in the mood for, I can grab from the melting basket. Then because I used some of the stuff, so there's, if you count along with me, I don't quite have 40 here. I had this Black Hood from October's melting basket, and it was still out, so I threw it in here. So this is Black Hood from Sassy Girl Aroma. It's from August of 2023, and this is the, keep wanting to say Around the Fireplace, but I don't think that's what it's called. Anyway, the fireplace perfume from Replica. Around the Fireplace? I guess so. Why does that sound wrong? I have it, but my mind is not working. I haven't had lunch either. I'm kind of hungry, so I think I just need a little protein for my brain power. But that is Black Hood, and I do enjoy that scent. So that's it. It's a smaller basket than normal. It's a little more realistic for me. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited to get into it. In fact, I couldn't wait, and I already dug into it. And I think this is just kind of my new strategy for picking melting baskets. And it is such a subtle shift from what I was doing before. But that was it. That was like the thing to unlock it. Start with what I'm most excited first. And then when I get to like 40, that's my cap. So I won't have these double baskets, like all that stuff. And if I'm not feeling any of this come December 15th, I can pick out whatever I want. But I like to come here first because it's quick. I don't have time. I don't have time to like go through and start looking through all my drawers. Like that takes too long. So having it in one place, I know where to go. Just come in here, swoop in, grab something, put it in. That makes me happy. That's how I use things up. And this way I'm bringing in some new stuff. It's not going to sit around for 2 years because I'm using it fairly soon after I haul it. And then the last, so if that's like my first 15 to 20 will be new stuff. And I'm using about 40 bars, things, souffles a month. In the back 20, right? From like, or back even, yeah, back 20 or 15 will be like stuff from my stash. So I'm always using new and old, and it'll just be, that'll be like that. I did order, so I did get the teddy bees, so there'll be a small haul before the end of the year of that. And then in January, we'll see where that goes. I will try. I've not really tried warming teddy bees right away. Some people do. I've always been in the school of letting it cure, but maybe I'll just try like a little bit and see what I think. And there are definitely some that I have warmed earlier, and then I you know, put it back, and then months later or a year later came back to it, and I could tell it's stronger. So I do still feel like there is a thing about curing, but does it have to be that long? Probably not. It came back. I just happened to, it wasn't intentional, right? That I didn't warm it for a year necessarily. It's just like I have so much wax, but I'm still making progress. I'm very excited about this. Let me know what you're excited about. Are you warming any specific vendors? Are there some Scentsy scents that you're like, I haven't smelled this in so long? I would love to know what you're excited about, what you're planning on warming. And yeah, let me know. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. This might be the shortest basket video ever, but that's okay. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.